All right, so we're back here. Today's the 18th. I split this hive. This is the old queen, existing queen, 16 days ago. So first time back in. Came back and gave them feed, put insulation on like a day or two after, because I probably split them a little early. They've not touched the feed for some reason. I don't know. Like, doesn't look like there's any bees been up here whatsoever, so need to figure that out. The sugar's actually gone bad. You can see it stinks. It smells like smells like spoiled sugar. Smells like a beer almost. So the goal of today is just a quick look see to make sure we got eggs and all the other stuff that we should have. And I have this working. The other thing that's giving me pause is that it's been almost no flyers in this hive. Expect that a little bit on the initial because of all the foragers went back to the other hive, which is 4 foot away. But they just recently started flying at all. So it may have just been the weather. It may have been, it takes a little bit of time for the foragers to, or the nurse bees to become foragers. So we'll see. But step one is to check in on them just to see what we got. Because I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Well, they've propolis stuff together, so that's somewhat positive. But not too much. So this I'll set well out of the way because I'm not doing anything with it at all except pouring it out. It's gross. All right. Got a good amount of bees in here. Not going to end up needing the super I brought out because they haven't drawn out all of this up here. I'd put 4 super frames and 4 deep frames from the other hive in here. When I did the split, I did it like a 50-50 split, but obviously from a 10 to a 8, so it wasn't exactly that, but we'll see. So I'm not going to spend too much time in here because I don't want to wonky them up, but a little bit of smoke to make sure they're not even moving, which is weird. Using a different smoker today because my other one fell over and burnt the baffle, so I got to get a replacement for the baffle. So let's get in here midway. Now they're flying. Now I got them excited. Some wonky comb there. That's not worth fighting. Let's get in here and just get a frame out of the way so I can slide stuff over. Yeah, they haven't drawn out much of these at all. Big fat ass drone. Alright, there's my wonky comb. Go ahead and smash that over. Maybe I'll do something with it. Slide the frames out of the way. Some more wonky comb. Oh, that's not a good sign. That is not a good sign. That means we don't have a queen. That's a bunch of drone brood. I've got laying workers. Fuck. May have to recombine these hives or no, wait a minute. This is just old. Let's see here. I've got cat brood there. Cat brood there. Still don't see any eggs of any kind though. No, wait, there's a larva that's not capped, so maybe I'm not totally screwed. Of course, it could be a drone, but poop. Now we're gonna have to check. Let me go back to that frame real quick. First, let's see where our queen is. They're super lethargic, which worries me. But it's also flows on. Well, there's a queen cell, so that sucks. So I don't know if I missed that one or That's a lot of drone brood mid high, which means we've got a, those are laying workers probably. Can't see down in there. There we go, some sunlight. Can't see eggs. That may, queen's not doing well, or died and I moved her over, or got uncapped brood there. Or I've got larvae there, but that just may mean they're drones. Fuck. Alright, we'll keep on keeping on. Maybe we'll get lucky. Well, there's a bunch more. Those are capped though, because that could have been from the old. I think if I had laying workers, I'd have more swarm cells than I do. Queen's probably not here because this is all mostly capped. One frame of drone has me worried, and the one queen cell, which I need to go back and find and pop because it's not going to do me any good. Well, more cat brood, lots of it. Maybe we're not entirely screwed yet. Maybe that's just where they put the drones. Tons of cat brood on this side. Again, they're backfilling where there wasn't, and that doesn't look like drones, so. Let's see. That is open. Pull the top off a couple of those. I don't see eggs, but I can hardly ever see eggs because I'm blind. Some larvae in there. Bee bread next to the larva. Not the best brood pattern here. Not the worst. I mean, my only concern is this brood's old brood. It's brood. Oh, there's more drone brood stacked. What worries me is this is the frames that I probably added, so that makes me think it might be SOL. Just don't have a queen. And those are laying workers. Can't see eggs in there. Alright, so not great. Let's check the bottom of that. Queen cups there. It's got nothing on it. So saw these back over, hop into the bottom box. I need to find that one queen cell and get rid of it. Don't have the warm fuzzies at all. There's the queen cell. It's on the frame. It's on the frame. It has all the drones. Or drone brood. So let's see, has it got anything in it? Doesn't look like it. Yeah. Let's get rid of that. Alright, so let's get in the bottom box. Find more brood and eggs down there where she's down there, I may be okay, but if not, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to have to order, see if I can get an order to queen. Not great. Alright. I sound a little hot in the bottom box, which actually might be a good thing. I'm going to do it. Take this top box off. If they were queenless, I think they'd be hotter. Maybe. Alright. They didn't eat all the patties, so I'm going to go ahead and scrape that out because they didn't need it. They're not gonna, and I'm just inviting small hive beetles in, so get rid of that. Hardly touched it if at all. Maybe it ate a little bit off the top. A little bit of smoke, but no. And they're not super hot at all. Just worries me. Alright, these frames ain't got jack on them. Yeah, them good shit. So this is not going great. So we'll see. Resources, super seed sales, which is not great. That means she may not be doing great. Absolutely nothing there. I mean resources, but the brood pattern's been eaten out and they've got bee bread and etc. back. So that's why we haven't been seeing many foragers, because they don't have anything to feed, or much to feed. Fuck. So it's getting hot now. Maybe I'm getting near something. Start looking for the queen a little bit more. No. Nope. Split didn't work. There's a cap queen cell. So, yeah, there's a cap queen cell. So they're going to, I mean, they can't swarm. They don't have enough damn bees. I say that, but maybe they can. So, over here. Fudge sickle. Alright, so something bad happened and either the queen died. I mean, I put her in here. Either she wasn't doing well when I put her in here, or something happened in the interim. Bee bread, store. I mean, they're putting pollen in here, so they're feeding something. Hope. Yeah, they haven't done much of anything to anything yet. Lesson learned. Split them too soon, and I probably should have put them in a nuke. Split them too soon is the biggest thing. She did not do well. Clearly. Alright. I'm wondering. Waiting on, well, how many frames do I have there? 1, 5. I don't want to put soup. Those are all just resources, though, so you don't get shit with those. Well, I don't get too cute. I've already screwed this up enough. So I'm going to move them all down to here. And it's warm enough now, that shouldn't be the issue. Big ass drones. Everybody. Hell, I don't know what to do, because. So, let me get a picture of those. I'm going to put this back here. I mean, I think small hive beetle is going to be a problem. There's not enough bees for small hive beetles to be a problem. But anything wax moths. Alright, so let's get another picture of that. Alright, so might be queenless. And I could go through and do a hard search for it, but if they've already put a cap queen cell, or they might have swarmed. Shit, that's the other thing. They may have swarmed and I just didn't know it. I mean, if I'm, I don't know. Let's put this back on here. Kill a bee. And another bee. Well, that's a drone, so it didn't really matter. Alright, let me get a photo of those stupid Yeah, because I only have 3 frames of brood in the bottom. My only concern is if that capped queen cell is a worker that did it, because that can't happen apparently. So, alright, I may just try to see if I can get a queen and then pop that cap cell. If it's capped though, near the bottom, but I mean, they can't swarm, they're not enough bees. And they have resources. They wouldn't swarm with this few bees. Alright. Put everything back together. Some phone calls to try to figure out what I should do later, but right now, all I need to do is to put them back together. Cross my fingers. This tray out. Well, thank you. Alright. It's fine. That's the least of my concerns now. Alright, so that hive is something. Toasted, maybe. Yeah. Go to the other one, pull the insulation off. I'll do a quick check on them to see if they have eggs. They may not. The way they're coming and going, I hate to mess with them. I also hate to not have no hives. Hate to go from 2 to 0. Because once all that brood hatches, if there's not a queen in there, there's no eggs. There's no eggs now. So I'll probably have just come back in a week, check, have an emergency queen handy. So we'll see. Alright, we're here at the 8 frame, which is the original hive that I split from, into the 10 frame, which is now queenless. Because there's, looks like laying workers and a queen cell that I guess technically could be laying worker that is they've kept. Technically can happen, so we'll see. Just going to do a quick check. This, if they have a queen, she just hatched like today, so it's probably not likely. I'm not going to get too wonky here because I'm not going to check too much because I'm already worried that I'm not a beekeeper here soon because I don't even have bees. Not much of a beekeeper after that split. I think it just split too soon, and the weather turned and I got anxious, and yeah. Still a shit ton of bees in here though, so that may just be because I did the split too soft the other way. They're eating the pollen patties though, so we'll just pull a frame or two and then get the hell out of here, because like I said, I don't want to risk screwing them up. I do want to see if we just got, you know, nothing but drone brood or something wonky like that. Looks like they have drawn out several of these frames, because this had, see, you had 4 and I added 2 more, so if they've drawn out anything on these outer 2, that means they're actually doing work. So let's get my frame hanger and check this, and then we'll put it back. I'm not going to put a feeder back on it. There's no, shouldn't need it right now. They're super chill, so I'm not going to piss them off with smoke until I have to, and they of course dart at me the second I say that. So. Alright. Frame or 2, and then, like I said, I'm not going to monkey with this too much because more harm than good. After I realize another hive is toast. Drone brood. Fuck. Lots and lots of drone brood. That is, well, not good. So, of course it's more drone brood, spotty drone brood at that. I may have a lot of bees and no queens, if I had to guess. Shit, that's heavy as hell, so they're pulling in resources. They put that drone brood way out there. Some fucking queen. Oh, that's a semi-smashed queen cell. I mean, they're queenless, but I know that they should have. I'm just gonna have to do more thorough checking and plan to see if they've got any capped queen cells. Because if they don't, then I've got to go buy 2 queens. That's just the reality at this point. Spotty ass brood pattern that's been backfilled with resources. At least the drone bird here is what it's supposed to be. Don't see any queen cells up here, which is disconcerting because there should be. Spotty brood pattern, that could just be the old brood from before I split them, and a queen cell that's just been kept, not kept over, but not anything over. There's a, that's probably just a drone that's been popped. Tons of bees. Just don't see any eggs. Well, I mean, they clearly are putting resources back where there were. Again, I'm certain there were queen cells up in this upper box, so if there's none there now, that's not a good sign. Wah, wah, wah. There's beekeeping, and then there's beehaving. Currently, I'm a beehaver. Shit, there's nothing in there before I move it. Alright. She's not like that at all. The sound has changed. Queen could be out on a mating flight, yada yada, so I should at least find a queen cell that's been, well, maybe not. I should at least find a queen cell that has emerged. That's really the long and short of it, and I haven't yet. Not only have I haven't found anything that remotely resembles one. So, there's likely queenless in both hives, which is not how it works. A bunch of bees walking around. Well, I might be ordering 2 queens here soon. combine and order one, but at this point, oh, this is heavy. But more drone brood midway up, and old, yeah. I mean that's large, or that's, yeah. I see more drone brood. Man, that stinks. It's one thing to split and have part of the split not work, but both is just stinks. Yeah, drone brood where it shouldn't be, which means we have lane workers because they don't have a queen. Drones that got, I may have done that when I pulled them apart, but big purple eyes. Oh, there's a queen cell that has nothing in it, so, and it wasn't charged. I split them before the queen cells were charged and before the cold, super cold, couple nights hit, and that was a mistake, and this is the result. Super heavy. I mean, they're bringing in resources like crazy. They just have nothing to do with them. If Hive is just gonna die a slow death unless I get him a queen. So this one, yeah, it's heavy as hell with resources, but so what? No queen cells, no queen, no eggs, no new uncapped larva or uncapped brood. Alright, so I need 2 new queens. Good news is this still has a metric shit ton of bees. So if I get the queen soon, small hive beetle traps matters at this point, but we'll stick it back in there. Alright, beehiver. Get out of the way, you dummy. Alright, we're just, my feeder is not in it anyway, so we'll just stick it over there. Okay, that went about as bad as it could have gone. And that is my fault. Because I split too soon. Got eager, made a mistake. Alright.